Chess 2.0, or more simply, ChessUp 2. The most advanced chessboard in the entire world just got even more fancy. There are exactly 3 of these chessboards out in the wild right now. Gotham Chess has one, Eric Rosen has one, and I have one. And when the Kickstarter ends, you can have one as well, if you like it. And this video is a little taste of this beautiful board, so you can see if you like it and would like to get it. So, the brilliant idea behind the ChessUp boards is of course these lights, so that the board can easily communicate with you. But in version 2 here, that is currently on Kickstarter, they are stepping their game even further up and introducing a bunch of new features. The first one you can see right here, and that is the touchscreen. And you can see the little Wi-Fi symbol. I am connected to the internet over Wi-Fi with the chessboard, and if I would like to play a chess game against somebody in the world somewhere, I can just say, okay, I'll go to chess.com and I would like to play maybe a 10-minute game, and I'll just press play. And here we are. My opponent has the white pieces and plays pawn to e4. I'm going to play pawn to c5, and then I'm just going to unblock here and going to turn the chessboard around. I hope you can easily see what's going on. I'm playing pawn to d6, and this super easy integration with chess.com and the very nice touchscreen that makes the board extremely easy to operate is one of the new really cool features in ChessUp 2. And the board here is on Kickstarter, and I have a link in the description that can save you $100 if you watch this video and you decide, I would like to back this project, I would like to get this board. It's going to retail for $300, but if you go through my link and you buy it on Kickstarter, then you will get it for just $200 or $199. So the Kickstarter campaign ends on May the 14th, which is pretty soon after this video comes out. After the Kickstarter ends, I will of course update the link, and I will get the ChessUp guys to make some offer for you. But if you want to save those $100, it has to be before May the 14th. And please be sure to use my link, because that way you also support my channel. Yay! Knight. And what do we have? F3. And the integration with chess.com means that you can play against the bots. You can, automatically store all the games you play, including those against your friends. You can store them on chess.com. You can use their analysis features. You can play against all the bots. You can play against Martin. And there is a second new thing, which is piece ID. So I'll play bishop d7. So now the ChessUp board knows where every piece is, and that means, and it knows what every piece is. So that means that you can just set up different positions, you can analyze them. The possibilities are basically endless. So I blundered this pawn. Let's get out of the attack. It's a little tough to explain all these features of this nice chessboard here, this smart board, while playing a game. So now I'll focus a bit more on the game. See if we can get back in the game in any way. Can we play d5 in the future? Not really. Let's play queen to b8, maybe trying to weaken b2. If that becomes more weak, as it just did, then maybe we can do some interesting discoveries with our knight. The bishop is looking there, and maybe we can do something like knight moving here. So if pawn takes knight, bishop takes knight, and their pawn structure will be a little worse. And okay, that is what we see. Pawn takes, bishop takes knight. So far, so good. Could we... Is there any world where we can play something like e6 and d5? I think I will try that to shut that bishop off. So we play e6. Our d6 pawn is nicely protected by the queen. Okay, they come in for the dark squares. Now, I think first we will just move our rook. Or should we drop the bishop back? It's a little tough. I think I'll move the rook, but it feels risky. I'll move it here. The dark squares around our king can of course become extremely weak, extremely quickly. Okay, that move I'm not too afraid of. I think that we can now play d5 and perhaps, okay, so we do see pawn takes, and I'm thinking maybe actually playing e takes. It's a little unorthodox, capturing away from the center instead of capturing towards the center. Bishop drops back. And can we do something here? Can we do something interesting? Let's play queen c8, target this pawn here, and maybe induce some more weaknesses on the dark squares around our opponent's king. Maybe they have to play pawn to h3. So I think that we are kind of in the game here, despite of course being down a pawn and blundering a little bit at the beginning of the game. And I think queen d8. Just trying to get in on the dark squares. Being attacked by this queen. And let's drop the bishop back probably to defend the weakness. And luckily, they say there is no luck in chess, but we are quite lucky that there's no discovered attack on our bishop. Something like bishop takes. Oh, they tried that. Okay, because we have this check that we can throw in, which I believe wins us a piece. But let's see. Okay, the king moves and we capture the bishop. And I think we should be quite happy in this position. Now I will happily play my bishop back to g7. Trade with the other bishop there. And yeah, that should be a very nice material advantage. Okay, they attack us. We drop back immediately. Maybe I should have invested a bit more time in that move. On the other hand, I'm down 3 minutes. I'm not playing with increment. Probably I should be playing with increment. It's only fair when I also move my opponent's pieces. Okay, bishop takes bishop, king takes bishop, and they try to undermine my pawn structure. So can we infiltrate? I'll develop this bishop here, just try to be a little solid. Defend my pawn, defend my f7 pawn once more. And I have the rook also. Okay, there's a check from the queen. I guess we have to move back. And if we can get aggressive, of course our opponent is the one pressing, but we have most pieces. Okay, takes. Is there some tactic here I haven't seen? Because if there isn't, I feel that this bishop is very strong, pointing at the king. So yeah, I was just so happy. Even when the first ChessUp came out. Oh, okay. Going aggressive here. Let's see, that's an aggressive move. I think we will have to try to get rid of that rook as fast as possible. You know, I love playing chess all the time, so online chess is awesome, but I also very much like to play chess on a physical board. That is just beautiful, and you get the tactile feeling. And when ChessUp came, you know, I could play chess on a physical, nice chessboard, even with cool extra features, and I could play against a human opponent anytime I wanted. Okay, looks like there may be some tactic here because of if pawn takes, then queen check. So I think rook check saves us from that. No, I mean queen check, sorry. So it takes, and then queen takes queen, rook takes queen. And that'll be check the king moves, and then I take the rook, and then I think I have an easily winning game. Then it's a matter of technique and speed. So I'm of course a quite relaxed guy. Okay, they do play queen takes queen, rook takes queen, that is check. And will we see a resignation? We got a resignation. Right there. Okay, so let's have another game. I think 10 minutes was quite okay. So I have the white pieces now. d4, I'll just turn the board around. Like so. Okay, we see e6, c4, knight f6, just move the camera there. So I think knight f3 to go into anti-Nimzo Indian. Okay, that is something completely different here. b6, knight c3. And now they go for this. And I think the plan is bishop a6. Our opponent is 788. They probably know what they are doing. We play e3. And maybe this game will be about defending the c4 pawn or getting e5 in. This I'm not too sure about. Knight e4, queen c2, and defending the knight with bishop b7, bishop d3. So what is this position like? How happy are we in this position? I don't think this is theory, and like this is certainly not theory. What on earth is that move? Knight back to d6, allowing me to play e4, I think. What on earth? Maybe this is some super cutting edge theory, or maybe it's a psychological trick, or it's a very weird mouse slip, which is a risk I don't run because I'm not playing with a mouse. They are playing with a mouse, and that is the most bizarre move I have ever seen. It blocks their d pawn. They play f5, which I mean, I guess it does make sense, but this is so out there. I'm so like, what am I playing? Am I playing bishop g5, attacking their queen? That looks pretty good. Am I playing pawn to e5? That could be pretty good. So pawn to e5, bishop takes knight, pawn takes, and their knight goes where? Or maybe bishop, because the only move against that I think is to move queen to c8. I think this. So the queen goes there, taking away a square from the knight. So if I push e5, bishop takes knight, pawn takes, and then knight f7, which would be attacking the bishop, it just looks so wrong. How about pawn takes pawn? Pawn takes pawn, pawn takes, bishop takes, knight takes, queen takes. That also looked really strong. There's so many options here. I'm just so confused. Okay, pawn to e5. Bishop takes knight, pawn takes. Knight f7. Do I have something there? Maybe I just have to move the bishop. Maybe I'm giving them time. If pawn takes pawn, and bishop takes knight, pawn takes. I feel like it's pawn takes pawn. I will try this. Pawn takes pawn. I will try this move. If their plan was to get me confused, they really succeeded. So they play bishop takes knight. I don't have any in-between moves of note, I guess. So I think pawn takes. And it just feels like I should have something here. But maybe not. Maybe they are revolutionizing chess with their knight to d6. Maybe I'm just not really understanding exactly how to punish it. But the knight does look extremely silly on that square, I must say. Maybe they play queen b7 now. But I think queen to b7, queen goes there. That is what they play. So I could play bishop e4. Knight takes, pawn takes. Or I could play pawn takes pawn. Queen takes and pawn takes there, but then that helps out their knight a little bit, and their queen gets active. Then I could play pawn to d5, like this move there. Pawn takes. No, I think just bishop e4. This must be kind of good. Because I guess they are forced to take capture with their awkward knight. They do. And I'm thinking just pawn takes. And pawn takes, okay. And do I castle here? I think I will castle long. So I'm giving up some material, but I'm trying to get all of my pieces working before they have a chance to really activate their rooks and stuff. And if they they capture what? Oh, but the knight is not pinned anymore. So they just resigned, as you can see here. Okay, so they just missed that knight takes queen wins, because the knight is no longer pinned. It would have been better to capture the knight first, then queen takes maybe, and then queen here, but that also doesn't work because that fails to this, pins it to the king. Yeah, okay, so that's a short demonstration of some of the features of the ChessUp 2 board, and there's of course a link in the description for the Kickstarter, and you will also support the channel if you use the link, and that's it for the video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.